Diane and Emma here. Good morning. I hope you're fine and well. You know me, I love Mondays. New week, a fresh start. We're not looking back at what happened last week or what didn't happen last week. We are moving forward, and I'm going to be taking you today through an old school style 15-minute clean here in the current Flylady Zone, which, as you can see, is excuse me, zone 4, zone 4, the bedroom. And I'm going to be your timer today. I've got my little timer set and ready to go. So I'm going to get started, and I'll explain along the way what we're going to be doing. But the main thing is that you get up off of your Hygge, get working. I don't have any adverts during my videos, so you can relax. If you don't want to work along with me in the bedroom, perhaps you've got some laundry that you need to get folded. If you are in your office, maybe you want to tidy out a desk drawer. The main thing is that I know you've come to YouTube for inspiration. Don't get sucked into that black hole. Let's move forward with our day. So I'm going to set the timer and let's get going. So I'm starting off with my feather duster, which I've just put on an old broom handle. Here we are. And I'm just going around the room clockwise. Also doing the corners. You can also use this to do along the baseboards. And while I'm doing the dusting of the top and the bottom, I keep my cleaning lists in my Hygge Home binder, and most of my lists, they're completely automatic for me. But on days that you're really feeling, you know, you've got a case of the don't wannas, maybe you are going through illness and you're just getting back into things, it's a really good idea to have your routines written down somewhere. I go through the basics at the start of the week. Then I can move on and take one of the more detailed cleaning things. I've also got lists on my blog. They're free. You can find them there. You can print them out. Anyway, back to me doing the cleaning. And in Scotland we call the baseboards the skirting boards, because it's like a wee skirt around the room. Right, I'm going to give that another quick shake out the window, and then we'll be ready to move on. Right, I'm on to dusting the flat surfaces in the room, and I'll keep my basic supplies in my little cleaning caddy. This stays in the zone during the week, so if I've got a few minutes in the morning after I get dressed, or a few minutes before I go to bed, I can do a task in here without having to go looking for cleaning stuff. And I'm just going to take a duster and wipe those down. And just get as much as you can. You don't need to be moving huge, heavy furniture. I mean, if you're having to move the furniture anyway because you're putting in new stuff, that's fine, but there's no need to be moving furniture every week and trying to get behind it. And you may want to look through your bedside cabinet. Maybe you've got a little rollaway one like we do. Check through there, just spend 5 or 10 minutes one day this week seeing if there's things that need to go somewhere else. Or maybe you've got magazines, newspapers piling up that you thought you were going to read and it didn't happen. Right, just any flat surfaces. Great, that didn't take long, and you'll find that once you get into the routine of being consistent with your cleaning, it really doesn't take much time at all. Can you see how much sun there is coming into Denmark? Ooh, I'm all stripy. Hold on, I might put this down a bit. Here we are, there we go. Okay, I'm going to turn you around now, and we are going to do a quick clean of the windows. I'm just going to take one of the Flylady, these are microfiber cloths. Remember, don't go overboard buying cleaning stuff. I've had these rags for years and years and years. You don't need to buy special stuff. And often, you know, for the really dirty tasks, I use old shirts or t-shirts and just cut them up and use those. Anyway, as I said, I'll turn you around and let's do some windows. All right, here we go with the squish squish. That's one done. Voila, number 2. I'll just turn my rag over. Ooh, done. Okay, now I'm going to do the ones, but they look right onto neighbour, so I wouldn't show you the neighbour's house. And then I'm going to do the long mirror, where that's where I put my makeup on in the morning, and then I'll do my little dressing table mirror as well. Scoosh, scoosh. And while I'm doing those, I can tell you about the outside of the windows, because it's a question I get asked a lot. Here in Denmark, we often have window cleaner services, and they come usually like every 3 or 4 months, once a quarter, and they have all the equipment and the life insurance. And we have a lot of windows. We're a 3-story house, and I think we've got something like 50 plus windows, and it's very reasonably priced. And because they have the special equipment, they don't even need ladders. They can do it in about half an hour to 45 minutes. So that's how I do the outside windows here at the house. And at our weekend cabin, I usually do those myself once or twice a year at the beginning of spring, and then going into winter. Because those one, we've got a 1-story house, and I can just stand on a chair or a stool and do those ones myself. Oops, I forgot to do the lamps, so let me do those. I'm just going to do the lamp here and the 2 on the side of the bed. There we go, over the other side. One more. Next on our list is white fingerprints from walls and light switches. Just remember, do not go spraying product into your light switches or your wall sockets, obviously. Use a damp rag and just go gently with those things. And you may have noticed that our Danish wall sockets, they have little smiley faces on them. How cute are those? Right, time for a wee vacuuming session. I've got my Hoover revved up and ready to go. Check and see what's under the bed. I've only got 2 things underneath my bed. Fluffy slippers, I'm going to put those in the wash. And also a box of chocolates that hubby got me for our 23rd wedding anniversary about 10 days ago, along with some tulips. And these are all mine. What I usually do is I get to bed early, that's part of my pampering in the zone, and I eat a few chocolates and read my book before I switch off the light. And when you're finished your cleaning, remember to take a wee glass of water. So cheers with water, and can I offer you a lovely chocolate? Right, well, I think we really got a lot done off our list. And as I said, what I normally do is just do 1 or 2 more things from my list during the course of the week. Things like flipping the mattress. When I next change the sheets, that's when I will do that. Dust underneath the bed frame. Well, I did that actually when I was hoovering, so that is done. And you may just want to take a wee look through and see, is there something that you want to declutter? And then a wee update on last week. I told you last week during Zone 3 that I had a little DIY project. These old kind of scratchy hangers that I didn't like. I wanted to cover one for using in the bathroom, because when I hang up my dressing gown in the morning, when I put the empty hanger there, it kind of makes a clanging noise. It was just bugging me. So I covered one. I found a tutorial on YouTube, and it turned out pretty well for a first attempt. I'm playing around. Oh, here we are. This is what it kind of looks like before. And I just used some old padding from an old cushion I had. So it's not fantastic, but it's not bad. Plus some old fabric that you may remember from a garden project that I was doing last May, I think it was. So I'm still kind of thinking about the ribbon thing, where I'm going to go for a light ribbon or a darker ribbon. But look at that, and I'm just kind of moving forward with my little projects. And for self-care and gardening in Zone 4, as I said, you can look on my blog. I've got plenty of ideas. There are free printables there. And my self-care list for Zone 4, remember, we're just taking a look at some ideas, something that you can do which is Zone 4 related. And here's mine for this week. A fresh bloom from a dressing table. I'll do that next. Breakfast in bed one of these mornings, or at least my cup of coffee. Early to bed and use my diffuser with a bit of lavender in it. Sentimental jewellery. I'm going to look through my sentimental jewellery and see if I can wear a few of those pieces this week. Remember, don't save things for a special occasion. I've got my granny's crystals, also got my granny's engagement ring. So those kind of things, you know, I like to bring them out and actually wear them. You know, think about the person they belong to. Don't have them getting dusty in the bottom of your wardrobe. I'm going to look out some new outfits for spring. I'm going to go into my wardrobe, have a little play there, see if I can put together some new combinations. And also I have on my bingo card list to get in touch with a friend. You know, we have been social distancing and only seen people in our little bubble. I try and get in touch with a friend once a week, you know, whether we can go for a physically distanced walk in the park, or maybe just chat online. And I'm hoping to meet up with my friend Susanna, who I haven't seen for months. Our restaurants are now reopening very slowly. So I'm going to get in touch with her and see if we can do lunch or dinner sometime. So anyway, I hope that gave you a wee bit of inspiration to get started with your week. And was there anything else? All I've got left to say is I hope you have a fantastic day. Live long and prosper. May the Danish Hygge be with you. And I'll see you very soon with a ra, ra, ra.